What challenges do prosecutors face with rules of evidence? Imagine trying to build a puzzle with pieces that keep changing shape. Prosecutors often face this challenge when working with evidence in court. The rules of evidence are strict, and they need to follow them carefully. If they don't, key pieces of their case might be thrown out. For example, evidence obtained illegally, like through an unlawful search, cannot be used in court. Prosecutors must make sure all evidence has a proper chain of custody, showing it has not been tampered with from the moment it was collected until trial. This means keeping detailed records of who handled the evidence and when. Another challenge is understanding what evidence can be introduced. There are rules about hearsay, which are secondhand statements, and whether evidence is relevant or might unfairly bias the jury. Prosecutors have to anticipate objections from defense attorneys who might argue that certain evidence is prejudicial or not directly related to the case. They need to prepare to defend their evidence's relevance and reliability. Presenting evidence through witnesses and experts adds another layer of difficulty. Prosecutors must prepare witnesses to testify clearly and withstand cross-examination. Defense attorneys often try to undermine the credibility of witnesses or the evidence itself. Prosecutors also need to avoid shifting the burden of proof onto the defense, as they are responsible for proving guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Ethical obligations also come into play. Prosecutors are required to disclose exculpatory evidence, which could prove the defendant is innocent or lessen their guilt. Failing to do so can lead to wrongful convictions and appeals. Balancing the need to disclose with strategic considerations can be tricky. All these challenges mean prosecutors work closely with law enforcement to ensure evidence is collected properly. They must understand complex rules about what can be admitted and how to present evidence convincingly. They also have to protect the defendant's rights to ensure the trial remains fair. From the courtroom perspective, their job is not just to prove guilt but to do so within a framework that keeps the process honest. Handling evidence rules carefully is a constant part of their work, requiring sharp legal skills, attention to detail, and a strong sense of fairness.